evening, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to Tier 4 here at the Red Bull Ring in Austria. We've just had the Tier 3 boys give us a very, very good race around the Red Bull Ring, so we're very excited to see Tier 4. I am welcomed tonight by none other than Carl BitW. How are you doing tonight?
Not too bad, Simon. We've come to the last time in Austria, and we're about to end the silence of the beautiful scenery of the mountainside and everything, and literally just fill it with V6 hybrids for one last time.
Yes, we love to do it. This is one of my favourite tracks, to be fair. I absolutely love it.
Mine too, to be fair. It's not as simple as you think. It looks easy, but it's not.
No, it is a track with a lot of very tight turns, some very fast straights. Getting a setup right for this track is incredibly difficult.
It's because do you focus on the three straights, like the run down from the final corner to turn 1, the run down from 1 to 3, or the run down to 3 to 4, or do you try and set it up for the corners like in that middle section? It's finding the balance, and it's not easy like you say.
Yeah, exactly. I mean, there are some long straights, but I don't actually think the straights are long enough to warrant losing so much time in the very, very twisty sections that come at you on this track.
Oh no, that's true.
But here comes our first man on track. It is Back Mazo. So let's do an onboard lap with him. You want to carry as much speed out of that final turn as possible onto the DRS straight. Probably the second longest DRS straight, I might be wrong there. And you're going to brake about 100 meters down to 4th gear. Carry as much speed as possible, keeping in the lines, and get on the power nice and early. Another DRS, call it a DRS straight, a sort of DRS wibbly wobbly kind of thing. As you come up to turn 3, brake really hard, about 120. Down to 3rd gear. And then get on the power as soon as possible. Very, very easy to lose traction there, so you've got to be so careful. But Back Mazo does very well there. And then you're going to brake at about 75 meters, very hard for this one, down to 4th gear. And then carry as much speed on exit as humanly possible. And again, it's about 50 meters here. Very, very hard braking down to 5th gear. Chuck it in, hope it sticks, keep the power, and then it's a light braking back down to 5th gear. Get on the power as soon as is humanly possible. And then this is a very tricky section. You're going to brake hard down to 6th gear. And then brake hard. Oh, and he got caught in traffic. We may well see that one in the steward's room, unfortunately. But that was looking like a very good lap until that moment. That is a shame.
Teabag's the next car behind. He's about to finish his lap. He got a bit squirred out the final corner and set the original time of a 1-4.
Oh, that's disgusting for a banker lap.
And he got really twitchy at the final corner. I was following his lap because he was the next car behind, and he come out the final corner and he was fighting that. He was like left, right, and then he got it on a straight line, going for the line, and he set that 4.9.
I mean, that is just unbelievable. With a twitch, that is an unbelievably quick time. Here comes Roundy.
I'm surprised he kept it, to be fair. It was a very, very big twitch.
Well, fair play to the man. I mean, Teabag is a man who I think we can safely say we will be seeing in Tier 3 next season.
Well, he's been one of the shining drivers of the tier. He's the championship leader by 44 points over Biff, so he's looking like that way. And obviously he's leading the forefront in the constructors for Aston Martin, who are also leading the constructors, only by 67 points.
Yeah, I mean, you can't really fault it, can you? To be honest, he's barely making a mistake all season. It's really, really very impressive. Particularly as I don't think he joined at the start of the season even. I think he joined after the start. Am I right in saying that?
I don't know off the top of my head, and I'm usually quite good at knowing stuff when it comes to the MRC because of how long I've been here. But even
Yeah.
I can't remember when he joined.
I have a feeling he did not join at the start of the season. I think he came late and has just been absolutely dominant ever since. Which, if you can do that, fair play, you crack on. But he will definitely be in Tier 3 next season. We've missed quite a lot of laps here. Melvin doing a 1 minute 5.6 on hard tyres. That is unbelievable.
Home track, home fans. I can see the orange smoke around the track as well, because obviously the Dutch fans are in hot pursuit of their fellow drivers, and he's putting on a show for them.
He is. I mean, fair play. That is unbelievable on hard tyres. Take a bow, sir.
Minimax at his best.
And we've got Airways on a lap. This is a man who is quite often very, very rapid. Let's see.
I think it's about round the pace of Teabag, because Airways and Teabag have been quite close throughout the few times I've been in the box for Tier 4, including the odd time I've been with yourself.
Yeah. I mean, I'm pretty sure it's Airways who very regularly reserves Tier 3 and very regularly shows that he's really not far off the Tier 3 pace. 1 minute 5.1, there you go. Really
Next
quick
one
for a
set of
backup.
time will be Bat Mazo, who's actually invalidated, so...
so easy to do out of that first corner.
I think he was halfway down the straight just before the turn 2 kink.
Yeah.
He must have invalidated at turn 1.
Yeah. It is so easy to invalidate out of turn 1. Just run slightly too wide and it's gone. That's it.
And it's all right because of its such cat that well.
Wow.
Bit of Jim Garner through there, held it well.
Still going, but Ghost Rider's on a lap, also on the hard tyres. Let's see if he can get anywhere near Melvin's disgustingly quick time.
Time will tell.
At the middle sector,
he's
lost it.
He's off the track. He back end stepped out.
Again,
It's
very
so
easy
easy
to
for
do.
the back end to step out there. So easy.
I had a few
you're trying to
moments in the
hold the
Tier
power-
3 race where I took a corner and it was a moment of, I can tell the back
Funnily
end's not
enough,
happy here.
Yeah, funnily enough, I could see you up the road a little bit, having a little twerking session.
Yes, I had you behind me at one point, and I think it was going into the last 2 corners. And I absolutely threw it in, and my back end, I could just feel it going, and I was like, don't you dare.
I know, I was trying to be extra cautious, like, I was watching that rear thinking, is he gonna go? Please don't
Is
collect
this
me.
the
Man
moment?
goes even quicker with a 4.6.
Oh, that is just unbelievable. This man needs to go to Tier 1, I think. Never mind Tier 3. I mean, I think that would be pole in Tier 2. Let's put it that way. Well, not far off.
Close enough, because we did have a few 4s in Tier 2, and obviously we got the odd 3 in Tier 1, because, as we know, the Tier 1 boys are
Animals.
not even human.
Yeah. So there you go, Teabag. You heard it here first. I'm predicting a Tier 2 seat for you, because that is just repulsively quick.
Jazz about to finish a lap on mediums. Goes P8 on a 5.8 on the
Very
medium
nice.
tyre.
Good job. We like that.
Aston Martin putting on a show tonight.
They are. Back Mizo's coming round again.
Ooh.
Roundy wet race. Oh, yes. I mean,
Ooh.
sorry, Tier 4. That must be very sad. But I love a wet race.
Makes me
love
think of Austria 2020 in the pandemic, that wet one.
Oh, yes.
Ooh.
That was a race.
A certain Brit in a Mercedes really put on a show that day.
He did.
In that Mercedes that day.
That was
Absolute
outstanding.
phenomenal drive.
I think that was because they did the Austrian and the Styrian Grand Prix.
Yes,
year.
because
And
it was It's the one and only time that the Austrian Grand Prix has actually opened a season of the championship, because it was part of the that season of the pandemic, and like you say, it hosted two. Yeah, and the same at Silverstone as well, because you had the Silverstone, the British Grand Prix, and then you had I think it was labelled the 70th anniversary Grand Prix, because we're celebrating 70 years that year.
And I think the 70th Grand Prix was where we had a very spectacular tyre blowout.
No, I think that was the British Grand Prix that happened, because I think it was the 70th. No, I think the 70th anniversary was the one Max Verstappen won. If anyone in YouTube can just confirm that,
because the Styrian Grand Prix was where a certain other Brit, in a car that we are currently following around the track, had the most spectacular end to a race and got himself to a podium.
Yes, obviously his race engineer making the job a lot easier, and he actually, I think he jumped Lewis Hamilton that day, who was the car he was chasing down for his first podium that day, if I'm not mistaken.
That was his first podium, and it was a
Lando Norris.
Spectacular, like 3 or 4 laps. Unbelievable.
Oh, man's retired.
That's a shame. We should get back to watching some qualifying, as well as talking about our favourite drivers and how magnificent they are.
Well, you got 2 Schumacher fanboys in the box, so there's one.
Chelsea's about half a second up, so this could be a nice little lap for him. Could get him towards the top 10, maybe. This is a man who's found a lot of pace recently. Oh, I say that, and he has a huge twitch out of the final corner. Up to P13, though. Not a bad little lap.
I'm watching Bat Mazo just coming through the middle part of the lap.
I think he's just done a lap. I think.
No, he's carrying on. He's not pitting.
Is he? He's doing another lap.
Oh, he is pitting. Oh, he's... Oh!
That didn't sound good.
No, he had such a late turning for the pit lane, and he... I'm surprised he didn't DNF, to be fair, with that one. It was... I'm surprised he kept the front wing as well. It was...
Oh, my gosh.
Larry is the word.
Well, Biff's just down on his time, so I'm not sure he's going to...
Roundy's gone second.
Oh, hello, Roundy, with a 1:05 dead. Here comes Biff. Is he going to have found time?
They're standing at Red Bull.
Oh, I was just about to say, you know what's lovely is to see 2 Hasses together, and Speedy Bullet says, no, sir.
He's only just jumped round there.
That is
only
so tight. 7,000ths of a second. Wow.
It's amazing how close the lap times are in qualifying round here, because it's such a short lap. I mean, I think there was less than a second separating the entire grid in Tier 2.
Yeah, I believe there was, yeah.
It's ridiculous. Just shows you how much every second counts round here.
Yeah. Oh, and my little Irish friend Winky invalidated. Is he going to make it back round? I don't know, because there's yellow flags, so I don't know how long's left of the session. Yeah, he's got plenty of time. He's going to be fine. So let's go to Airways, because he's invalidated. Oh, I'm on an absolute roll tonight, ladies and gentlemen. But I see we've got 11 people watching the stream, so please do get involved in the YouTube chat. Come and say hello to us.
Or share your favourite or first moments of an Austrian Grand Prix, like your first race you've seen or your favourite moment. Just share anything.
Yeah, get involved. We love to talk to the community.
Or just have a bit of banter with the commentators.
Indeed, we like that too. Well, Antoxa is 3/10 up in the first sector by the looks of it, so this could be a little bit tasty if he keeps going. Let's see how he is in the middle sector. Hello, Mr. Hodgson. Lovely to see you. Antoxa is still 2.5 up, so can he nail this final sector? He's looking... Winky gets a 5th-place grid penalty.
Not what you want.
No. Oh, he invalidated the final corner. Oh, Antoxa, that was so close.
Mark says, "You sure you want Hodgie banter usually causes carnage? Why not, Hodge? Go away. Help
Keeps
yourself."
Going.
Yeah.
And you cause carnage wherever you go anyway, so nothing changes there. You're welcome. What's Richie gonna do? He's on an in-lap, I think, so never mind. Winky, you're gonna have to pull a very, very good lap out here if you're gonna have a 5-place grid penalty.
Ooh, Jazz just improves only slightly, but I don't think it changed his position much.
No, I don't
on the
think
medium
so.
tyres as well.
Where's Melvin? I'm intrigued to see what this man could pull out of the bag on a set of medium tyres, given his hard time was... What's the word I'm looking for? Oh yeah, disgusting. I don't think he's having the best time on the set of mediums, you know, because his ERS is very low, so this could be his second lap.
It probably could be. I mean, a lot of people that do medium runs tend to do 2 laps because the tyres seem to work better.
There's
He's purple.
tenths.
Yeah, he's
That's
purple in
good, yeah.
that sector.
So this could chuck him into the top 5 easily. Can he keep it out?
Where it is.
Oh, he ran nice and wide there within the limits.
He's going to have
but
just
carried a
enough
lot of
ERS
speed.
as well.
What's he going to do? A 1 minute 5.2. So close to the top 5 on a set of mediums. Very, very good job from Melvin there. Winky's in the garage, so we may not... Unless he gets out quickly. Again, I have no idea how long is left of the session at this point, because I've just got caution.
When it disappears, I will say... But we've got Smoggy Ghost. We've got just over a minute left, so if you're going to get a time in,
Winky
get out. But I don't think you'll get.
Winky's accepted his fate. He's retired. Yeah. That is very unfortunate.
I think you need to be out. The latest you could leave it is probably about 2 minutes left on the clock. Probably the latest you could leave it.
I think I went out at about 2 minutes 45. And I ruined my first lap and I still had time for another lap. So you can get away with it. I mean, I wasn't specifically talking about that, Hodgson, but you know. There's been a
RSG Danny's gone purple in the second sector, but he's caught traffic of an as a Alfa Romeo just in front that he's not getting out of the way. That seems to be on a quick lap as well, and
he's had to bail.
He was right up the gearbox of the car in front, and obviously the car just wasn't moving out of the way. Probably on a fast lap as well, but not as quick, which is really unfortunate. And traffic is a pain round here because of how short the lap is.
You get caught in a little bit of traffic and it completely ruins your lap, more so than on other tracks.
Indeed.
Right, here's Lost Infinity's invalidated. Roundy's 2.5 tenths up. Could this be the lap? Has Roundy done it? Oh! He had a huge twitch. He's done a 1 minute 5 dead. He gets himself back onto P2. Again, only by 8 thousandths. So it is tight. Back
Lost Infinity obviously invalidated.
Smoggy Ghost is down. And Tox is up a little bit. That was just the first sector. Let's see how he's looking on the second.
That makes me want to go slow. Trying to find someone for you as well.
Oh, and Toxo lost a little bit of time in the middle sector. He's now only 200ths up on his time.
Chelsea improves to P9.
Ooh, very nice lap from Chelsea there. Well done. Here comes Antoxa. Can he hook up the final sector? No! He invalidated the final corner again. Oh, that's so unfortunate.
Just wasting on back Mazo. And that's qualifying.
Yeah. Well, that was a very, very exciting qualifying. I'll wait until we go to the next screen so that we can run through our starting order for the race. Tell you what else. Do you know what, Mark Hodgson? I do not want to know what else is tight. I don't want to know. Because I can see what I'm trying to fit 3 elephants into a lift.
Good grief.
And on that note, your starting grid will be Teabag takes pole position, followed by Roundy, Speedy Bullet, Airways, Lost Infinity, Melvin and Ghost Rider with very good stints on medium tyres, followed by Backmeso, Chelsea, Smith, Biff, Smoggy Ghost, Antoxa, Jazzboy, RFC Danny, Sneaky Turtle, Alan, Man, Winky will actually start at the back, I believe, with a 5-place grid penalty, and Richie will be in P19. Any early predictions for a winner? You know I love to ask this question.
Honestly, Simon, I could not call it. I could not call it because it's so tight on one lap pace and anything can happen. And with Roundy saying wet race, if it is wet, it just opens it up even more. So I could not call it.
Roundy, why would you lie? Why would you lie? That is sunny. There's only one word that describes that track, and it is dry. And that's disappointing for me. I know! I was so looking forward to a wet race. Tell you what,
spices things up.
It does, and it makes for much more entertaining viewing for me.
And it also allows the Tier 4 drivers to show that they belong just as much as anyone else in this league.
Yeah, absolutely. We've seen some absolutely amazing wet races.
Oh, his toes Chatey says at the end, maybe.
You're changing your story now, Roundy.
Don't tease us. Don't tease us in the comms box. Don't tease us.
What are you like? Oh dear. So hopefully, very soon, we'll be getting formation lap underway. And we can see... Oh! Well, it's very, very easy for me to run through the tyres today. Every single person is on mediums except for Ghost Rider who's on hards. So
not as much spread as we had in other tiers, because tier 1 and 2 we had a few people starting on, well, any other sort of tyre, because I know tier 1 I started on the soft tyre. So yeah,
I mean, it's very important to get a very good strategy around here, but safety cars are irregular. They come up quite a lot, so anything can happen.
Yeah.
I mean, I was spun from P1 to P20 on lap 18, and by lap 36 I was on the podium. So
I wonder who the Red Bull was. Little wave on the way past.
That was me. I did a little pirouette. I saw the entire grid drive past, took a second, and spun my car back around. Got myself onto a set of
Nice and safe
mediums.
doing. Well done. Nice and safe.
Can confirm, going from lap 18 to lap 36 on medium tyres leads to about 70% wear. Don't do it.
Nah, even I wouldn't recommend that.
But that could also be because I have a throttle glitch, so my tyre wear is disgustingly high anyway.
That's the only problem with you wheel users. You get a lot of problems with your equipment.
I know, but it's so much more fun having a wheel than using a pad. So much more fun.
Yes, I'm a boring pad user, so yeah.
Good evening, Scottish Ninja. Lovely to see you. He is supporting Biff, no less.
Who is P11 on the start?
He is, and a lot can happen from P11. Look at the man who started in P11 in Tier 3. That was me.
A lot of people getting disqualified, missing the grid box, but I think we're going to be waiting quite a while, because Winky seems to be taking his time.
Actually, I think it might be Man or Richie or someone who was really... Oh, no, there's Winky. Oh, what are you doing there, bae? Get to your grid backs, will yous?
Tell you something, I better be proud of that accent.
I know. I'm good at an Irish accent. It comes from gaming with an Irish person.
Hodge says, problems with your equipment? See a doctor.
Nope. Here we go. And we are... Please don't glitch. Please don't glitch. Please don't glitch. Oh, not again.
Oh.
Why is it every single week? Why is it every single week?
Why does it always do this? Obviously, the FIA have turned around and said they've heard rain and thought, hold on, we're going to play safe and start behind the safety car.
I'm in conversation with management. This may be a red flag, it may not. We may have to power through. Just keep driving for the moment, Tier 4 drivers. I will have an answer for you. Can confirm that we are red flagging. Red flagging, please leave the session. Please leave the session. I will be forming a new grid as soon as I can. Did you like my aeroplane voice, by the way? I thought it was very good.
Tiny bit of work needed, but good.
How rude. How very, very rude. But yes, thank you all for joining us. We will be back in approximately 10 to 15 minutes. Bye!